once imported our plan, we can see that the original layer have been also imported. As you can see here, we have all the original layer of our plan. In order to extrude the 3D walls, we need to convert the original layers to specify layers. And in order to do that, we can move to specify main ribbon, and we can use layer mapping tool. Clicking layer mapping, on the left side, we can see the list of original layers. And in the center, we can find all the specified layers divided by category, for example, equipment or architectural and so on. So now we have to select the original layer that corresponds to the bidimensional walls, and to move in order to connect to the specified bidimensional walls layer. We can use this button, select, just to select a piece of wall, automatically identify the original layer, and from the list, I can select architectural, and I can select 400 walls 2D. I can use link button in order to create the association between the original walls layer and specify 400 walls 2D layer. I press OK now. As you can see, all the objects have been moved now to the specify 400 walls 2D layer. Now we can extrude the 3D walls. Before to extrude the walls, we have to insert the fixtures. So I can come back to specify. I can use fixtures command from architectural section. And I can select, first of all, door as type. And after that, I can open the list of available doors. You can browse here inside the library, and you can select the door. For example, we can use impact traffic single door. Now, as we don't have a continue wall, as you can see here, there isn't the hole, so the wall is not continue here. We have to activate the two options, set width on screen and set thickness on screen. These two options must be activated every time there is a hole. I can press OK button now, and instead of asking for external and internal point to cut the wall, the software now is asking for insertion point. So I have to specify the insertion point on my door. Usually the insertion point is always on the internal side of the wall of the room. So this is my insertion point, left click. After that is asked for the width. I move to the right and I click the second point in order to identify the width of the door. Then I come back and I select the depth of the wall in this way. I select the third point here. The software has inserted the door. It asks me if I want to mirror in its vertical axis. I choose no in this case to leave it as it is. I can repeat the command also for other doors. As you can see here, there is a door that opens outside. So probably this is a anti-panic door. So I can use again the same fixture command. I select anti-panic door, single. Okay. I leave this two options activated, set width and set thickness on screen. I click OK button. And in this case, I can select, this is my insertion point. This is my width and depth. I don't want to mirror, and the door has been inserted. I can repeat with the rest. So again, I can change the type of door, single door right, for instance. 1, 2, and 3. And I can mirror it just to change the opening side of the door. Again, same door. Yes, to mirror it. It's recommended to do not copy, but use the fixture command every time. As you can see, fixture command still save the last used door, so you can continue with insertion if you don't have to change the door. Here at the end, I have another anti-panic door, so I can change it. But it's quite simple because you have just to make 3 clicks. In the same way, you can also add the windows. You can select maybe a single window, sliding window. And okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Insertion point of the windows is always on internal side of the room. For the last one, I can change, for example, the type to leaf window. Okay. And can move here. 1, 2, and 3. So now we have inserted all the fixtures, and we can extrude now the walls, the bidimensional, because however, we still have a bidimensional plan, but we already converted the walls to specify bidimensional walls, and we have inserted all the specified fixtures. In order to extrude the wall from architectural specify ribbon, we can use extrude to the walls command. Clicking here, it asks me if I want to extrude all. All is the default, so we can press Enter button. And it asks for the height of the roof, 3000 millimeter. That's fine. So enter again. Otherwise, you can type a different value for the roof. As you can see, the yellow lines appear. It means that for each line created into 400 walls 2D layer, Specifi creates the 3D face. At the end, you can move to isometric view to check the result. You can also apply a shading, realistic. As you can see, the material have not been applied properly. In order to apply the right material, you can use material assignment command or Specifi and just click reset button. Reset will restore all the default specified materials. So I can press OK now. And Specifi reassigns all the right materials. If you want here, you can also use 3D orbit to rotate the environment in order to check that everything is correct.